Hey guys, Angry Sharks here, and what I got for you today is a little video on how to make multiple picture-in-picture tracks with a editor that will only do single picture-in-picture tracks, which is what I have. And so here's my editor. When I bring my editor up, I set it up to where it brings both of my intros for the Jaws team and the Sharks channel up onto the field here. So I'm just going to go ahead and use one of these intros to show you this trick. So grab one of these intros, slide it down to the regular part of the timeline. This is where you put the part of the video that you're editing, or put the video that you're going to edit. And then I'll grab another one and slide it down to the picture-in-picture PIP part of the timeline. Now, if you can see up here to the right, I've got my the editing part of the picture-in-picture up here in the viewing field. Now I can take this box, slide it anywhere I want on the screen. I'll place it down here in the corner. Now hover over one of these corners, or any one of these white little dots. Of course, you can resize it to anything you want. Bring it up, bring it down. So make it smaller if you're gonna put a lot of videos on the screen, or say you want to put 4. I just bring this corner out here to about the middle. And with my editor, it leaves the screen behind when you move it. It leaves the last picture behind, so you can kind of use that to see what size you want for how many videos you plan to put on the screen when you're done. Okay, so now there's our regular track, the picture-in-picture down below. At this point, you want to go ahead and produce this picture-in-picture track onto this file and make it into another file, so that what you see, and that's basically the whole trick to it. So once you produce this, and I guess I was messing around here. I was showing that you can shorten that up, bring another one down if you want, whatever. Resize that. Hit play, just show you how it runs real quick. It'll spin here in a second. There you can see both pictures running. That's the picture-in-picture track with the regular file that we've brought down that we're adding it to. Okay, so we're going to go to produce. You can't read anything on the screen very well with my camcorder, but I'll explain it as well as I can. Hopefully you get the idea how this works. So that's my produce button. I'm going to go to the produce section of my editor, and I'm just going to choose a lower quality file so that this will go a little quicker for the tutorial. And go ahead and click start and produce that file. Okay, skip forward a little bit. Okay, now my file is produced, and we're going to go back to the editing room, and the file that we just produced will be there also, along with the files we started with, which is just my 2 intros. Okay, so this here is the file we just made, and it has one picture-in-picture track in it already. So that's basically how the trick works. So I'll go down here and click on this. We're going to go ahead and garbage can these 2 files, because this is what we use to make the one we already have, and clear the timeline. Okay, so now we will drag our file we just made down to the editing video part of the timeline. And there is our first picture-in-picture track already on the file, which clears up the PIP track timeline to bring another one in. So I'll just play it real quick, show you the file. It's got what we just made with the PIP up in the right corner. And then we can come back over here to the timeline, drag another one down. Let's see, put this back at the beginning, and we will drag down just grab my intro again here and drag it back down to the picture-in-picture part of the timeline. Okay, and as you can see, now we have 2 PIPs on one track with an editor that only does one. And so, you know, you want to think about what kind of, you know, if you got the time to do this with you know, a more or better file, like you see how I just used the AVC. I mean, you want to you know, do something better like one of these MPEGs or MOV or something that's going to come out a little more clear, because you have to re-render the video for each track that you add using this method. So you want to keep that in mind, that by the time you've re-rendered it, you know, 4 or 9 times, you could be losing some video quality. So that's basically how it works. And here's one that I did 9 tracks on. Here's one with 32 tracks in one picture. And here's the YouTube part of it. If you're not familiar with YouTube annotations, that's what finishes off this trick. Is you want to upload the video to YouTube after you've made your tracks, and then go to your My Videos section, click on Annotations to edit, and then here's all your annotations down here. You got 4 different kinds. The type of annotation you want to use for this trick is a spotlight annotation. Here's the other kinds. That's your add a note. There's your spotlight right there, and your pause annotation. And basically, you just use a spotlight annotation, and you know, you can resize it. Once you click on the annotation to add it, it'll give you a box. You can resize that to whatever you want, place it over the top of the video that you've made, and then I will show you how you add a link to that so they can click on the video and go to wherever it is you want that video to take them. So here's your annotation box. You can put it wherever you want. You can resize it from the dots in the corners. You can take the letters that pop up when they hover over the box. You can put it outside the box, inside the box, wherever you want. I prefer to put the lettering inside the box that holds the annotation. And that's pretty much it, guys. You can click here, change the lettering to whatever you want. There is a little icon on this bar up here to edit the annotation that says add link to the annotation, or add annotation link. Click on that. And anything you paste to this address line right here, that's where they'll take them when they click on the video. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.